With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start them out has them at the 45 already. It's Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the back there. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive set. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This time, Jackson will throw it. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards.
46-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And that one results in 35 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
first and goal at the 1. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Leads to second.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Jackson will throw again. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's
looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14, and they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative.
And Perriman's got it for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Perriman with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Bengals nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
This shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards to pick up there.
And the Bengal first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
First down, Bengals.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Bengals nothing.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big play that time for the Ravens. 48 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On 2nd down, Burrow got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 39. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jackson now. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
That was definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. But once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes? I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. That's the reason you go for out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he comes back with one complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score. Ravens.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now Burrow on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
You caught plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. He's going to sling this deep down. And got his man complete. The 20.
You'll get nothing.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. 82 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes it...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Take over first.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's now
they work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. And Jackson throwing once more. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And the lead is now 24.
makes the score Ravens 31, Bengals 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there for the Bengals. 41 yards on the ground. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, 10. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 91 yards. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on.
For the extra point.
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at
the tackle there by Richard Sherman.
A 3-yard pitch.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line, and no.
Further take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Jackson on first down. Going for the deep. He's got a man. Complete. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. A 87 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Right there, 54.
Jackson from the shotgun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
54 is Mark. Check. Walk your shot. 54. Pick it up. Motion backfield.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Intercepted.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while. Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. After the interception, here's Jackson, buying time to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded right around the 8. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
The 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Ravens 59, Bengals 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And the pressure gets to him again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked